Hey guys, it's Dragon Rockstar here, and I'm gonna come with my Phantomite deck profile. Now, I know I haven't uploaded for at least a couple of months. I apologize for that. I've been really busy trying to get me cards I need for my decks, as well as my job has taken more time than necessary to do things, as well as me trying to get my house situated, as well as my room situated. Because recently I had to remodel my room and remove around some stuff. So, I am going to show you guys my Phantom Knight deck profile. Now, this is very different from many other Phantom Knight decks, and I'm going to come with side deck, extra deck, and main deck. So, it's just going to be a little bit like I usually do best. So, I hope you guys enjoy. Let's just go ahead and get into it. Let me go ahead and start. So, for the main deck, we're going to start with the Phantom Knights. So, I play triple Torn Scales. Triple boots, 2 cloak, 1 greaves, as well as 1 gloves. Now, the reason why I start with these guys, let me bring them up a little bit more for you guys. Apologize there. Now, this is basically the standard Phantom Knight engine. These are basically all the Phantom Knight monsters you truly really need. There's been times where sometimes you don't really need the 3rd cloak, the 3rd boot sometimes, because it does become a little bricky when you draw more than one in hand. You really want to see any of the other combo pieces, in my personal opinion. I feel that double cloak is really good, and then triple Torn Scales is definitely necessary, especially for this type of build. But yeah, this is basically the standard Phantom Knight monsters. For the non-Phantom Knight monsters, we start off with triple Tour Guide. Tour Guide is self-explanatory. This is my favorite card of the deck. This is my favorite best summon of the deck, in my personal opinion, because I combo off with both Graph and Seer. With these two guys, is basically within Tour Guide, it basically leads you to your combo piece, especially for when we get to the extra deck. It basically gives you a lot of free fodder as well, especially with Seer. Seer just basically bounce back your monsters and everything. And with let's see, what was his name? With Cherubini, it's actually even more better to combo off, especially how I show you what my extra deck is, and basically show you how I play it off. But these are personally my favorite cards of the deck, and I always wanted to see Tour Guide, in my personal opinion. Most players don't want to see Tour Guide, they'd rather see Torn Scales. But when I see Tour Guide, I basically have my combo where I want to end up, what board I want to end off of. For the extenders, I play 2 I always say this guy's name wrong. The Knight, let's just say the Knight. I played 2 of the Knights, 1 Psychic Tracer, 1 Psychic Wielder, and the Danger package. Now, this is basically all the extenders that play in this deck. This is basically what I feel is necessary to play in the deck. I was playing 3 of these for longest periods of time, but then I ended up switching them out because I did draw 2 in hand, and I don't always want to see them in hand. But he's good sometimes in hand, so you can combo off even better. And then the Psychic Tracers and the Psychic Wielders. For the hand traps, I play a little bit of a different hand trap lineup than most players these days. I play triple Ash Blossom. This is basically the very best hand trap in the game. One of my favorite hand traps in the game. Triple Ash Blossom is really good, especially when it's good against every deck, even rogue decks. But if you don't draw another hand trap, it's basically kind of dead in the water. 2 Feck Veilers. I was playing 3 at the longest time, but 2 of them I feel is necessary. And 2 Ghost Circus Snow Rabbits. The reason why I play this, because this is actually pretty good in this format, especially against a lot of different types of decks and different types of people. Plus, Emergency Teleporter came back, so they actually it made this card a little bit more better too, because you can special summon during your opponent's turn. And then 2 Ghost Spells. That's pretty much the hand traps, but Ghost Spells is pretty good too. There's been times where ghost spells will come very, very handy, so I put it at 2 rather than 3. Same with all the other hand traps, so you don't always want to see them, but you do want to see them sometimes against certain decks. So that's it for the hand trap lineup. For the other monsters, I play one, I don't never pronounce this guy, the Inferno Knight. I play one of him, due to the fact he's basically still good. Plus I played the Soul Day combo, so yeah. And then my Phantom Knight deck also plays the Dragoon package. This is self-explanatory. This is my favorite engine. I love Dragoon. If it wasn't for Dragoon, I wouldn't really play this as often. But I feel that with the Dragoon combo, every deck should play this until it gets banned. That's my personal opinion. For the spell lineups, or the rest of the spells, is 1 Rhoda, 1 Callby, 1 Living Fossil, just because of this Soul Day combo with Living Fossil, and you can still use Living Fossil to turn and you get it back to your hand, so which is even more broken. So that's pretty much all the 1-ofs. For my only 2-of is Emergency Teleporter. Now, once I get my hands on Crossout Designator, I will be taking out a few cards because I feel that Crossout Designator is really handy, especially in this type of format. But you have to play certain breaks. But with me playing 2 of each hand trap, I think it'd be really powerful to not play Crossout Designator. But Emergency Teleporter is really good, especially since I'm playing Ghost Orc Snow Rabbit, and me special summoning Ghost Orc Snow Rabbit during my opponent's turn kind of hinders them because they gotta figure out a way to play around it. Then for the traps, triple Fog Blade, the 1 Swords, the 1 Shade Brigade. These are self-explanatory. That's just basically the standard Phantom Knight trap lineup, my personal opinion. And then I play one little spicy trap because I play a certain combo in the deck that allows me to get to it, which is Imperial Order. This is really, really, really good, especially in this format. This will stop a lot of decks from playing. So yeah, that's it for the main deck. We can go to the extra deck. I gotta have my Charizard card like always. For the fusion, it's just the Dragoon. Red Eyes Dragoon is just self-explanatory. It's basically one of the best fusion monsters ever created in the game. Double Break Sword. I don't really use any rank 4s. Because in the certain combos I play, I don't really need them. But Break Sword is very self-explanatory. It goes off a lot. And especially with special summoning it under Rusty, it just even breaks what I love to do. I just love it too much. The 1 Levianer Sea Dragon just allows me to recover my resources. That's pretty much it for that guy. Then for the links, I play them for my link 1, my only link 1. I play Link Spider because if you get Nibiru, you can always link away the Nibiru for Link Spider because the token's considered as a normal monster. And then you can figure out if you have any extra Phantom Knight cards in your graveyard or any way to special summon a Phantom Knight monster, you special summon it. Then you link away with both of these to link to Predaplant Anaconda and just go for Dragon if you get hindered just by Nibiru. For the link 2s, the 1 is Soul Day, 1 Predaplant Anaconda, 1 Cherubini, the 1 IP Masquerena. Now these are all the link 2s I play in this deck. IP is self-explanatory. It allows me to go off and allows me to get to Appaloosa sometimes, so this is just really broken. Cherubini's because of the Burning Abyss combo. I just love it way too much. Predaplant Anaconda is just for Dragoon, and Soul Day is just because of the Infernal Knight combo that I play in the deck, which is actually leads me to IP and Verte if I ever go into it. For the link 3s, I play a very decent amount of link 3s and link 4s. So I play the 1 Rusty, 1 Nightmare Unicorn, and the 1 Curious. Now Curious is where I can actually link away to, thanks to the dangers and some of the other Phantom Knight monsters, as well as give me a second. yeah, the dangers and such. It just leads me into this guy, and it becomes really broken. Plus, with I'll end up going to Cherubini, Seer, and then if I have a warrior or anything, I can get into him, and then I can get Imperial Order to the graveyard, and then just go combo off a lot. Nightmare Unicorns because it's Nightmare Unicorn. I play IPU, so might as well play that. And then Rusty's because you only ever need a one Rusty. There's been times where I actually want to do two Rusties instead of, but that's just like a one of opportunity, anyways. Then for my link, 4 is to play the one Nightmare Griffin, one Access Toad Talker, and one Appaloosa. Now the reason why I play Nightmare Griffin is because I can reoccur the Imperial Order and just go off from there. Plus, with a lot of people don't really give credit to Nightmare Griffin. Nightmare Griffin specifically says any monsters that are not linked. So if I have Access Go Talker and Nightmare Griffin and they're linked to each other, they could be like, not with the arrows, it's just longer if they're right next to an arrow. Their special summon abilities do not activate. So if I had Nightmare Griffin here, I'll probably have Rusty and obviously IP and whoever else. I can link away whatever other cards just to Appaloosa. Rusty and Appaloosa will still get their effects because they are linked. That's basically how it stands. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. If I'm wrong on that, just let me know down in the comments below. But that's how I think that works. And then the Appaloosa because it's just a free negation. And then Access Kotaku because I can get over your stuff quicker. That's it for the X deck. Now for the side deck. I got the Nibiru token because I'm going to side deck Nibiru all the time. Double Droll Knockbird. There's been times where Droll Knockbird comes in handy, but it doesn't come in handy. And I feel that it's good at some of the times, but it's not good at all the times. Double, or triple, Retalian C. Now this is really broken because against Dragon Link or against Virtual World or against any deck specifically, you special summon this to your side of the board. If they use a spell card to special summon something, it's just broken because any card is sent to the graveyard is banished instead. So a lot of decks can't really play with this, especially if you're going against Phantom Knights, and they try to use Emergency Teleport to special summon one of the psychics. You can special summon this, and then now the Phantom Knight player will just probably summon twice and then just pass because anything that's sent to the graveyard is banished instead. So I feel like Retaliancy is really pretty good in this format. Artifact Lancia, this is just broken. This is just self-explanatory. This says, no, you can't banish your mind, period. So I like Artifact Lancia, and I feel that Artifact Lancia is really nifty and needed. Triple Nibiru, self-explanatory. This format, Nibiru is really needed. There's a lot of decks out here that spam a lot, especially since my deck spams a lot too, and you play this against my deck, I kind of hinder a little bit. But like I said, with the Link Spider, I can use that token, and then if I have any Phantom Knight monsters or any extra cards, I can combo off even better. But Nibiru is pretty good too. Nibiru is just really, really good, especially in this format. Double Lightning Storm and double Cosmic Cyclones. Racco is really powerful in this format, and I feel that running 2 of these is not a bad idea. I was hoping to run 3, but I feel that 2 of each is really good, and it just allows me to get rid of a lot of stuff. Cosmic Cyclone is really good in certain situations, and Lightning Storm's only good in certain situations as well. But they pull it off pretty well, and they will always be played at 3 of each. So far, that's pretty much it for my deck profile there, guys. Let me know down in the comments below what other cards you think I should play, what other engines you think are really needed, especially in this type of format, and what other decks you guys would like to see. Would you guys like to see my Chaos Dragon deck again? Would you guys like to see my Phantom Knight deck again? Once I get me the Dogmatica engine and stuff like that, I'll end up starting to work on the Invoke deck and bring it out to you guys, because there's a few things that I'm going to be changing in that deck a little bit that I feel that is necessary to be changed. And then there's a few other cards that I want to try to get my hands on too that will allow me to combo off even more with a lot of different decks and a lot of different strategies. And there's a few other things I want to try out with this deck even more. But that's pretty much how it is, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoy. Sooner or later, I'll be coming back with a few other deck profiles, so let me know down in the comments below what other decks you guys would like to see. Like I said before, would you guys like to see other things? I'm also going to try to I'm trying to get me some hands. I'm going to try to get my hands, excuse me there. So it's been a while. It hasn't, me talking on the camera has been a little bit. I'm going to try to get my hands on a few, boxes and tens and things of that nature. I'm going to open it up on the channel, so I hope you guys stay tuned for that. I'm going to try to get my hands on a case of 2021 Mega Tens, but that would be in a later date. I know it might be late on those tens, but I hope you guys do enjoy, and I hope you guys stay tuned for that. Anyways, Dragon Rockstar signing out. Peace, guys.